Gerwyn Price, here we are, the O2, the final night, finals night of the Premier League. I've got to ask you, first and foremost, how are you? How are you feeling? Are you ready?
Yep, I'm ready. I'm refreshed. I'm looking forward to tomorrow night, and yeah, can't wait to get going.
What do you need to do to get yourself over the line to get your hands on your first Premier League title?
Yeah, I think I need to be a little bit more consistent than I have been over the last couple of weeks. I need to be on my A game all the way through, the semi-final and the final, and I need to take my chances. And yeah, I know I can. I know my game's in a good place, and tomorrow night it's going to happen.
What would it mean to you to get your hands on that Premier League? You know, you've won the World Championships. You've won nearly every major there is to win in the PDC. I know this isn't ranked, but get a little prize pot. And it's a prestigious trophy at the same time as well.
Yeah, obviously it's probably one of the toughest tournaments to win. You have to be pretty consistent, and then it doesn't matter how well you play for 16 weeks, you still have to go and do it on the last night in the O2 under the ultimate pressure. So yeah, I've been here. I've got to the final. I've lost in the final, but fingers crossed this is going to be a different year.
What's that feeling like losing in a final of the Premier League?
Yeah, obviously I was gutted. But Michael played well on the night. I didn't really perform in the final. But, on any given day, that can change. And like I said, fingers crossed tomorrow, it's going to be my time.
I know that people want to know, how are you going to break Luke Littler? The record was there. Littler's beaten you on the last few occasions. Is there a game plan? Or is it just, let the darts do the talking?
It's just going to be score as well as I can, take my chances. And, if I do take my chances, because I will get chances and I'll get plenty of them. And if my doubles go in, then I'll win. But
should he be scared?
Should who be scared?
Littler.
They should all be scared. Not just Luke. Whoever gets to the final as well, because I'm getting there.
I think the crowd should be scared as well, because if you're letting out those big roars, mate, you are going to let them know. They might blow off the roof of the O2, for goodness sake. Nathan and Luke Humphreys as well. I mean, you said you're not scared of any of them, but you missing out on the Euro Tour this week as well. Say, for instance, it is Luke Humphreys that you meet. Are you going to be like, do you know what? I hope you're tired. I hope you're tired off the back of...
Like I said, it's all on the night. And, I've beaten Luke, albeit it might have been in exhibitions and in events that haven't really mattered. But, the last couple of times that I can remember, I've beaten Luke, you know what I mean? And, even those little exhibitions, they really do count because it's in the back of their head. And, Luke might not get it. I think Nathan's got a good record against Luke as well. So, yeah, the two players that were supposedly not supposed to be in the tournament could be in the final.
Does form sort of go out the window in these final nights? Because you look at it's like football, the playoff finals. It doesn't really matter. It's all about the person that turns up. Like, if you've lost X amount of games in the run-up, you're here. Is it just a clean slate, fresh start?
Yeah, 100%. Like I said, you can play out your skin for 16 weeks like I did the year that I lost in the final to Michael. Michael not scraped through, but just to manage to get through in the playoffs and then turns up in the final. So, yeah, it doesn't really matter about previous form, previous weeks. It's all on the night.
If you do make it through and reach the final, you're going to have that long break. I know you said you wanted it, but how are you going to keep yourself occupied? Is it straight practice board or listening to... You don't like music. You've already told me that before.
I'll just chill out. I'll sit down. I'll go on my phone, play on the game of snooker that I always play. Just have five, talk to my wife and watch the final, enjoy it, and then get ready to go. Watch the semi-final and watch it and enjoy it. Ready to get going for the final.
I always ask you if you've got a special walk-on, and you always say, oh, you'll have to see. And it's always just the same. Have you got a special Gessie Price walk-on tomorrow or not?
No. I'm just up there to throw darts. All my talking will be done on the board, so whatever happens outside, everything's going to be the same. It's just all guns blazing and ready to go.
I know we've had this conversation a million times before. The people that did doubt you, I mean, we know who they are. I think you should do it anyway for just reaching the O2. You're going to send them a little Gerwyn Price postcard. If you win the trophy with your face plastered all over it.
No, I mean, my form wasn't great, so the doubters were entitled to doubt me, and I've doubted myself in the past, but I always come back strong and I always prove myself and people wrong, and that's all that matters.
2026. I'm not looking for a preview of the Premier League in 2026, but with 2025 coming to an end, if you're going to be involved next year, what changes would you like to be made?
For me, I think the format definitely needs to change. Whether it will or not, I'm not sure. Maybe they could go back to the old 10-player format, especially for the first 9 weeks, and then when 2 people drop out, go into the new format where there's 8 players and go into a competition format like it is, quarter-final onwards now. But it's down to the PDC to decide.
If you do win tomorrow night, what's going to happen? Are you going to be... Is the City of London going to be taken over by the Gerwyn Price army? Don't tell me that you're going to get straight back on the M4 and go to Markham. You need to be celebrating hard, and I want an invite as well to the after party.
Actually, I'll be in bed early, and I've got a flight Friday morning to Florida, so I'll be happy in the sun celebrating with a cocktail.
Hey, you can have a couple of pints on the on the flight as well.
Maybe, you never know.
You going to Disneyland?
No, we're going to Universal.
You can get Disneyland in there as well.
I don't like it. It's rubbish. The rides are boring, man.
You love animation
Yeah,
films
it's brilliant.
well.
And they got the new Epic, so it's good.
Gerwyn Price, thank you so much. And like always, I love it what you do this. Can you give a big roar to the camera, please?
Come on.
Kuma!
On AM, on DAB, via the talkSPORT app and on your smart speaker. talkSPORT.